Hello, genealogists. This is Craig. And today I thought I would just spend a few minutes talking to you about War of 1812 and what some of the War of 1812 pension envelopes look like and what they actually mean. So what we have here is a War of 1812 pension envelope. It's found on fold 3, and it is in the front of the pension. Sometimes you'll see indexes that in fact, these are also treated as index cards, but this is actually an envelope. So the components of this one are WO9611, WC5199. So that widow original, that's the application number 9611. Widow certificate, that means that the widow Rebecca Morgan, in fact, got a pension, and her pension number is 5199. Her husband is Willis Morgan. We don't know whether Willis Morgan got a pension or not based on the envelope. Now, inside the pension, there may be a pension for both Willis and for Rebecca. So it's possible that there are 2 pensions here. It's possible that there are 3. Rebecca may have had a rejected pension. You can't tell by looking at the envelope, but we do know that Rebecca successfully applied for and received a pension. We also know that the service that was verified for Willis Morgan was private in Captain Weekly's Tennessee militia. We also know that the Morgans got bounty land. So there are 2 sets of bounty land here. One is certificate number 31449 for 80 acres under the Act of 1850. This means that Willis served at least 6 months in the War of 1812. Had he served through the war, or I believe a year, it would have been 160 acres. But under the Act of 1855, he got another 80 acres because that act entitled everyone to 160 acres. So 80 plus 80 is 160. And that second one, the certificate is 31291. So what we could do is go to the Bureau of Land Management, and I'll just do that in a different video for these so we can see what actually happened to these 2 land transactions of 80 acres apiece. Now, I probably meant to do this one first because it is, in fact, a soldier. This is a Washington Morgan who was in Captain William Alexander's Tennessee militia. And he applied Survivor Original 20175, and he was successful in getting a pension, Survivor Certificate 20242. Some people think that S stands for soldier. It, in fact, stands for survivor. And, in fact, he got bounty land under the Act of 1855 of 160 acres. Certificate number is 95861. Now, it may be that he just didn't apply under the Act of 1850, but he may have been eligible for at least 40 acres since he was successfully obtained a pension. He may have been eligible for 40 acres if he served 3 or less months in the War of 1812, but it appears that he waited until 1855 to get his entire 160 acres. And again, at some point, we'll go and look at both the 2 Morgan bounty lands to see how they all panned out. Just a short one today. You'll also notice that we don't have here a widow for Washington. That means generally that the widow usually has either predeceased the soldier or the widow did not live long enough after the soldier died in order to obtain a pension. Now, it's possible that this is a disability pension, but it probably, if it was a disability pension, it more likely would have shown up as an old wars pension. But we can look at that when we actually look inside the pension at some point. So this has been Craig. This has been Just Genealogy, and just a short one today as I try to get everything together as we move through the week. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.